So excited to be with my friend, Dr. Sonny Hyare. Sonny, welcome to EDTalks.
Thank you, Ed. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is so fun because we've known each other for a long time. We've served together. We both have similar roots, except you're an MD and I'm not. So tell us a little bit about yourself personally.
Yeah, absolutely. Physician by trade. I got into the Epic and Cerner realms like almost over 15 years ago. Did a lot of contract work in the West Coast. It was great. I spent 2 years out in California in 2011, 2012. At that time, I had no responsibilities, so no spouse, no kids. And then after that, I kind of joined a company called the Advisory Board Company and spent about 5.5 years there. And then after that stint there, I kind of jumped ship and started Remedy. And there's been a lot of changes, not only with my family growing now, married, I have 2 boys that are very close in age, 7 and 6, and present different challenges, but challenges I enjoy right now in life.
Yeah, you did like I did. You married a beautiful woman and you got these kids. What kind of things do you all like to do?
This is when I've learned now how your children can be complete opposites. So my older one is just all about sports, everything, where he's even now convinced me that this fall I'll be coaching his football team. And the younger one, even though he's the same size as the older one, but probably heavier, no desire, into music, into, drawing and really just chilling out.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of funny how same genetics, right? Nature versus nurture, all that kind of stuff. That's really cool. No, you've got a great family, and that's where we connected back in the advisory board days. So tell us the differentiation, though. So advisory board was very differentiated from any of the other competition, and you've sort of replicated some of the best of. So tell us what the differentiation is, because I think it's so critically important in what makes Remedy so special.
Yeah, I think the biggest differentiator is that all of us within our firm are clinicians or been in the health system in some sort of capacity.
Yeah.
And kind of transitioned over into the IT roles, which then kind of grew more into the operational roles. And I think what we found as we continued to go through these massive transitions and implementations, that operations still is a little bit behind on the technology piece, or you could say it the vice versa. IT is behind from an operational standpoint. And I think our knowledge of what we've learned from all our past experiences really help organizations understand the decisions that they're making and how it's going to affect them 8 months from now, 12 months from now. And I really think that's where a big differentiator has been. And plus, when speaking to the physicians, there's a little bit of respect and that's earned from our side where there's certain aspects that they trust us on. And we might not give them the answer that they want, but it's being that transparent and having them understand what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know one of the main reasons for our success in New York City Health and Hospitals implementing our $1 billion Epic implementation back in the day was the same sort of approach, and it made a huge, huge difference. Give us one example of a customer more recently that you've taken through sort of this process and really helped them at the end of the day to be successful so they can have better clinician experience, better patient experience, improve quality of health, and reduce costs.
I'll give one we did earlier this year. Big organization. Essentially, they were coming close to their go live of their Epic. They brought us in. What their ask was, they basically wanted something more kind of white glove, high touch to their physicians. So we were able to do over 5,000 personalization sessions, all virtually, over about a 6 to 7 week period. And then the second ask was to essentially bring 130 licensed physicians to provide at the elbow support on top of the additional support. So that was, I kind of look at it as that was kind of one of a kind type engagement. But then when I look back at what we were doing as consultants, there was a lot of that going on. Then it feels like it died down. And I'm hoping now people see the value in it and they start to bring that in. Not necessarily to replace what's going on, but maybe in an add-on, a supplement, really geared toward their physicians and kind of showing their physicians that they understand what they're going through and let us pair you up with people that have gone through this transition as well.
Yeah, I love that about Remedy, and I have complete bias and full self-disclosure. Sonny's a longtime friend, your partner is a good friend, our families hang out together, so absolutely. Total bias. But I'm a huge believer because I've experienced it firsthand with you and at New York City Health and Hospitals, and you all have continued on your own now in your own company to continue to provide that service. Sonny, thanks so much for sharing a little bit about yourself, a little bit about Remedy and your differentiation in the market.
Absolutely. And, going back to kind of what you said, we're 8.5 years in. So obviously there is a need for what we're doing. We haven't gone away yet.
I'm telling you, there will always be a need for that type of high touch service.